Paul is a client of mine. He newly joined a large biotech company. And after about a month on the job, he walks into a room that looks like this. It's a room with a very large table and a lot of the most senior executives in the company sitting around the table. And they're all discussing the majority of the leaders in the company, the top leaders. And they're going around and they're saying their truthful, honest opinion. They're being pretty ruthless. And everything they say is a sentence of what they do well and then a huge but. And some of the things that Paul heard, and I've heard this too over the years, is things like this. Extremely competent, but too quiet, timid, and passive. Knows the business inside and out, but lacks initiative and has to be told to do something. Perceived very well within her group, but I don't know who she is. Multiple people say that. So lacking visibility. Strong leader of his people, but doesn't have any influence cross-functionally and with superiors. So this whole aspect that Paul went through, he was frustrated. And he said, I don't want my direct reports to go through the same thing. About a month later, he's at a conference, sitting with 5 other executives at major companies. And he explains the situation that he went through. And he says, this is what happened when they were reviewing the people in the organization. And everyone else said at the table, same thing happened in our company. So he comes back, and we work on this over the next few months, how he can set himself up so that the but gets eliminated and becomes an and. So what he did, and what we worked on with himself first, and then we did it with his direct reports, is got clarity on all the buts that could possibly be there. Checking out with others, understanding the perception, and getting the data, and getting the information, and getting the knowledge, and understanding the key buts that were there, and then eradicating each one of them. After, at the end of the coaching engagement, about 3 months later, he emails me and says, I'm at the review cycle again, and I'm very proud that not one of my direct reports got a but. Just ands. And he felt proud of that, and for good reason. The key thing you want to look for is what are your buts that you have that might be getting in your way. Because if you can know those, it's important, because I find with all the coaching clients I work with major companies is that I'm shocked how often executives and leaders sit around the table and sit around the boardroom like this, and they're all discussing you. What are they saying? Is it positive? Is it negative? They're already thinking this information. They're already communicating it. So it's important that you know what that information actually is. The problem is they often don't share it. But they would if you asked. So get that information. Because I don't want you to be the person that's being shared about in a discussion, and they're like Wendy. You don't want to be that situation. You want to be in a situation where it's an and, where they're sitting there and saying all the great things you do, and anything that behaviors you might be doing that might be undermining the true impact and value you bring to the company, you're adjusting that.